What is good, YouTube? Quinway coming to you with an analysis breakdown tribute on Kevin Mchale, one of the best centers in NBA history. The guy was great at finishing, especially in transition, coming straight at you, seeing what you was gonna do before he tried to find a way to finesse it or get the ball to go in. He was able to hang in the air, take a little bit of contact, use his swift, lean size to be able to get to the basket. He also can get shots in the paint very quick because he was quick off his feet, and he can just go glass or finish it with a dunk because he was just that good off his feet. He also can hit mid-range jumpers in the post. You knew that he can do the up and under, or you knew he can do the drop step. So you try to stop him from doing that, and he can just swing and hit the fadeaway or just swing in general into a jump shot from either hand or either side of the court. And it was very impressive to see him get that shot off because he always got back to his right hand and be able to knock it down. And then he also was able to do it in space because he already knew that was a shot that he wanted. It was just about executing it and getting it to go down. And if you didn't get to him quick, he can just spin around and just do it consistently. And that was one of his signature moves and one of his go-to shots in the post. He had so many moves that you had to respect all of them, but you just didn't know which one was coming. And that's how he hit you with the up and under. Even if you had two guys around him, he did it so quick and so fast, you just couldn't block it or contest it anyway because he was just that great and that good at it, and he practiced it so much. But he also can get space and just finish with the right hand and just guide it in like a hook shot, which it really was. But he did it so quick and he did it so different that it didn't really look like it from time to time. But he also can go glass off that shot if he wanted to be more safe. And like I said, if it was contested, he'll find a way to get to the free throw line by taking contact. But he also can finish that way too. And even if he did post you up, he can get into you, and that will allow him to find a way to get space to be able to, in separation, to be able to get a shot to go. And he can also finish under the rim. He had good length, and he had good bounce, and he had good IQ to see the court and see the moves that he needed to use for those times. And sometimes he just had to use the rim as protection just to get a quality look, and it worked out. But it was tough to guard and tough to see coming. But he just understood how to use his body and use his patience to get the shot that he wanted. He also can guide it in if he got to the center of the court or by the rim and still be able to get tough finishes to go down. And that was something that he had to master and work on and then just implement it in games. But he also just had a regular hook too that he can get off and just go straight up as soon as he got a position or as soon as he got a spot that he wanted on the court. And then it was just about finishing it off by making the shot. And it was very quick and very fast, so you couldn't really prepare for it. Plus, he'll bump you to confuse you a little bit. And he also can draw contact because of that and get and ones or get to the free throw line, which he was able to do. But the up and under was tough to guard too because it was just so fast. And you just didn't see it coming too because you were just trying to find a way to stop him from getting to the rim, and then he finds a way to bump and turn, and then it was just about using his body to be able to get it to go down. And you knew that that was his one of his favorite moves, but he switched it up a lot, and it ended up working out for him in the NBA. And he was able to shoot 50% from the field because he stayed near the paint, and he also did that because when you get that close, it's just great and easy to finish when you're that tall. Plus, it's just good because you get offensive rebounds, which he was able to do throughout his entire career. And he was able to average about 2.4 for his career. It was just because of effort. He wanted the ball more. He was in great positions. He understood how to box out. He understood how to out hustle his opponents. He understood how to get up early for it. He also would run transition and get offensive rebounds and finish, and that was just something that he needed to do. But he also was a great defender, making all NBA defensive teams and protecting the paint. He was a good rotation defender, a good help defender, and he'll block you out of nowhere. You thought you had him beat, or you thought the lane was wide open. He'd just come over out of nowhere and just swat a shot. And he was just good at understanding how to use his body and how to use his length because he didn't foul a lot when he was approached or the paint was attacked. He just understood, and he also did it in the post. You thought you had him beat, you thought you had a good move, and he'd come out of nowhere and size you up and use his patience to be able to protect the paint and protect himself from fouling and get a clean block. And that's one of the toughest things to do because these players are really great at understanding how to score. And for him to be able to come over and block shots or stop you from scoring because you didn't expect him to be able to stay in front of you made him one of the best defenders in the paint. And, the thing about it is that is something that you can't really teach. Either you want to do it or you don't. And that just shows you how great Kevin Mchale was. He can get shots for himself or his teammates because of his defense. Footwork was just one of the reasons why he was able to score so many ways in the paint. Just being smart, understanding the control of your body, understanding your positioning, understanding what your defender is trying to do and what they're trying to take away, and having the right counter and having the right understanding of who's around you, who's behind you, who's in front of you, and using that to your advantage to be able to score the basketball. But the fact that he was a two-way player and he understood how to use his body, he understood how to stay out of foul trouble, he understood how to be a great competitor, and a lot of people have gave him praise for being one of the most unstoppable players that they've seen because you knew when he got the ball, he can also pass it out in the post because sometimes you wanted to double team him just to get the ball out of his hands because he was just that respected in the paint, and it was mainly because of all the moves that he had: the up and under, the straight through, the hook shot, the jump shot. He can post up and turn right and hit the jump shot, or he can just even hit a face up jump shot if it was needed to be done that way. And that's what made it a challenge. And they understood that going against Kevin Mchale, if he was on that calendar, you knew that you had to bring it all the way because he had a lot of other teammates that really was dangerous too throughout his entire career, basically. And this is a man that was able to get double figure points throughout his entire career. And he was a guy that also came off the bench and was still able to do that. That's what makes that tough to accomplish. But he also was a guy that was a great rebounder in the minutes that he played. And most of the time he was playing between 30 minutes to even got to a point where he was almost playing 40 minutes in some seasons. And it was because they needed him. He was just that guy that was that much of a difference maker because of his defense and because of his rebounding and because of his scoring. And this is a man that was basically able to shoot 50% from the field for his entire career just because he was just that good at finishing shots. And against any type of defense, even against the best, because this is a man that ended up winning multiple championships in the 80s, 1981, 1984, and 1986. He was drafted by the Boston Celtics in the first round as a third overall pick, so he was already respected and we already knew what he can bring to the table. It was just about, can he fit, can he use his mind, and can he bend it, to be a great player at the highest level. And he was able to prove that by being a 7-time NBA All-Star, 1984 and 1986, all the way through 1991. And he also made All-NBA First Team in 1987 and 3-time NBA All-Defensive Team, the first one, and that was from 1986 to 1988. And he also was 3-time defensive second team in 1983, 1989, and 1990. And one of the hardest awards to win is the Sixth Man of the Year because you have to accept that award by sacrificing your touches, sacrificing your minutes, and your opportunities. And he was willing to do that basically a lot of his career, and ended up working out for him because he won that award in 1984 and 1985. And he also was all rookie first team in 1981, and he also got awarded being a top 50 and top 75 player of all time. And on top of that, he got his number 32 jersey retired by the Boston Celtics. And he also was a great college player, being the first team All Big Ten in 1980 and also second team All Big Ten in 1979. And he had his jersey number 44 retired by the Minnesota Golden Gophers, and also he was named Minnesota Mr. Basketball in 1976. And he was able to go to the league and back up that he can be one of the best players. And then he became one of the best players in NBA history. And on top of that, he scored over 17,000 points because he was able to average 17.9 points per game. He was able to grab over 7,000 rebounds and finish his career averaging 7.3 rebounds per game. And then he was also showing you that I can make all defensive, teams because I'm an elite rim protector. I'm an elite defender. And that helped him average 1.7 blocks per game because that was his mentality. And he was able to get over 1,000 blocks. And that's not including the fact, like I said, he was coming off the bench for a part of his career and still was able to have those type of numbers by the end of it. So you have to have love and respect for Kevin Mchale, understanding his role, understanding his game, understand how he can help and contribute to the team, willing to do his best for the team, even sacrifice his own body and have damage for the rest of his life on his leg because he was just that motivated and just that competitive to try to do whatever he could to help his team win a championship. Although they didn't win it that year, it just showed you that he was willing to sacrifice even more to be a great player and to be a great teammate. But that's why he was rewarded to be a top 50 and Hall of Fame player because of that non-bull mentality. And he was just about it, and he proved it, and he showed it just because of that reason alone. But, at the end of the day, I have love for him. I'm a Celtics fan. I love what he did. I love what he brought to the table. I wanted to share how I felt about him, and that's why I made this video because this man is one of the greatest post players ever, one of the best rim protectors ever, and just one of the best complete two-way players in NBA history, regardless of positions. And all I can say is I got love and respect for him, and I'm glad that you guys may enjoy this video for that same reason. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis so you can get it right away. On top of that, I do conversation videos about NBA only topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. So if you love that type of content, you can't get enough of or you want more of it, I upload videos each and every day. Plus, I got over 3,000 plus videos already on my channel that you can watch and you can enjoy right now. And it's all for free. Other than that, thank y'all for supporting me in the past. Thank y'all for supporting me still to this day. And thank y'all hopefully for supporting me in the future. And thank y'all for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back and enjoy it. And thank y'all for making time for me and caring about what I have to say and what I think or what I want to show y'all. And all I can say is y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. I might see y'all later today. And if I don't, hopefully I see y'all again and give y'all some more content that y'all can enjoy. And that's what I make it for because I love making content. You guys love watching it. And that's a 50-50 reason why this channel is still going on and still being a blessing to y'all, and it's a blessing to me because I get to do something I love to do every day and have people that love and appreciate it. And that's one thing that's hard to get and hard to do, but I've been doing this for 10 plus years and my fan base has only been bigger and it's only been becoming more lovely for me, and it's mainly because I have love for what I do and you guys enjoy it. Other than that, I'm going for now. Peace. Y'all stay blessed up and I'll see y'all later.